Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Lydia with Raindrop Lila, and today I want to show you guys my latest kit. I'm super excited about this, and I can't wait to work with it. Actually, I have a couple ideas. This was inspired by my childhood, and my dad always loved the ocean, and he would take us to the beach during the summers. So that's what inspired this. And also I kind of am also thinking to do so I'm thinking to do a journal about my childhood summers. And I also thought this would be really great to kind of use as a honeymoon journal also. So we went to Hawaii for our honeymoon, so this kind of, I think that it kind of reminds me of that also. But I also thought this would be just great for a summer journal in general. So I'm thinking I might even use it for to kind of journal about this summer. So yeah, I love this kit. I think it's super fun. I was going to, let's see what I was going to do. I was going to show you guys kind of like where I started. I actually started with the photos. So these I printed on paper because I didn't want to wait for the photos to come through. I usually like to order my 4x6 photos through Costco. They are pretty affordable and they will just go through the mail, or you can also try Shutterfly. Shutterfly has really good quality. So unless you have a professional lab you like to go with, I have a couple labs that I like to go with, but you need a account with them as a photographer. So basically, Costco and Shutterfly are pretty decent for printing, and I always edit all my photos. So when I print through Costco, I always go and I ask them not to adjust my colors. So there's like a little let's see, I'm trying to think how to explain it. So basically for my there's an option there where you ask them not to adjust the colors of the photos, because they kind of make them look a little bit let's see, like muddy. They kind of make the colors look muddy. So I always edit my photos, and I like the way they look. I like this vintage look, so I don't want them to mess with that. But anyways, but you can also print these, the 4x6s, on your home printer. I just chose the 4x6 option. So then they'll print two 4x6s on one sheet of paper, or you can use photo paper or cardstock or whatever. So these are my test prints. So I just printed on regular paper, and I think they came out really well. But anyway, so when I created this kit, I started with the pictures. So I edited every single picture. I do spend a lot of time. I actually spent hours and hours editing the photos. And I really wanted to have like this vintage look to these photos, because I love to use, I just love that vintage style. And so that's what I did here. And another thing that I love to do for a journal, so most of my journals, I'll show you guys, are this size. And so when you have a photo, you can use a 4x6 photo in this size journal. It's fine, but I actually like using smaller ones, because then I can just kind of tuck them. Like you can see, this is a little bit bigger than that, but it's not a 4x6, it's a little bit smaller. So I always love to use photos that are a bit smaller, like that. So that's just an example. This is my personal journal, and I just had it nearby, so I wanted to show you guys. So what I always did for myself, I always put two pictures into a 4x6 size, so I can get this wallet size, almost a wallet size photo. And then a lot of times I'd have this space in here. Now I could enlarge the photo to make it fit, but I thought, how cool would it be to just have like a little sentiment or a title. And so what you can do is either cut these out, ink them, you can tear them out and use them. You can overlap them on the photo. You can add them to tags. I just thought I'd add this kind of as an extra on there. So that's how I started. So originally I just made these photos and the Polaroids, and then I thought, gosh, they look so good like this. I just love this page. So all I did was I layered every single one of these photos. I kind of overlapped them like that. And I thought that looks so good. I love this so much. It's kind of like a collage of the photos of these. It's like a collage of all these photos. So then I thought, okay, I'm going to make a kit that I can use in a journal so I can make my own journal. So I think this is so much fun. This is probably my favorite, but I love all of these also because you can just journal like right here. Like how pretty is that? So I am just a little bit obsessed with these. I love the texture that of the edit. I did a lot of editing on each picture, and so that it kind of gives you like an old feel, and it has like this grain in there. It's just so pretty. I don't know. I mean, I love photography and editing pictures, and so I really had fun with this kit. Now this, it looks like it's upside down, but that's because this is a reflection in a swimming pool. So that's why it's this way, but if you really wanted to, you can use it this way too. So I love it. I love it this way though, because I know it's the reflection of a pool. And how cool is this? I don't know. I just love these so much. I think they're so pretty. Okay, and we are not focused. Okay, there we go. So that's a wave. And then there's a sailboat. So yeah, I wanted to show you guys these, and actually I want to work with these right away. So I love those. I love the palm tree leaf. Oh, I think this is a duplicate of this one. That's okay. So this is just a duplicate. And then this with the boats. It's so pretty. I love these so much. And you know what? I actually love using some of these papers also as gift wrap. So it's kind of a fun thing you can do. Okay, so this is the kit, the layouts kit. And this one has 17 pages. And usually when I release something new like this, I've decided to have a flash sale on this. So this is on sale for a limited time. So if you guys want to pick that up, it's on sale right now. Okay, so next I'm going to show you guys my, let's see, the pockets and tags. Okay, and now this one, I have 11 pieces in this kit. And so I have 6 pockets, corner pockets on each of these. And then I also have these labels on the side. And I love them. I think they're so pretty. I love the colors. I love these colors also. Look how pretty that is. I hope it's focusing. Okay, that looks more focused. Okay, so then these are the pockets. I have different sizes. And then I have different size tags also. And then I included these collage labels. I just think they're so much fun. So, okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6 of these huge tags, sheets with the tags. So 6 times 3, that's 18 tags. You can make a little journaling tag book out of these. Anyway, so I love having options, so that's why I made so many of those. And then I have these smaller tags. And then these smaller tags will fit into these pockets. So see how they fit? They would fit in there. Okay, so this is the pockets and tags digital. And then I have, let's see, the ephemera add-on, which is 19 pieces, and I have quite a few here, so I'm trying to, okay. So this is a 19-piece kit, and this one has a bunch of envelopes. And so this one has the label. so that if you actually want to mail this out, you have a place to write on there. And then I have it like this also because honestly, I love to use them for Happy Mail, but I also love to use them in my journals. So if I want to use them in my journal, sometimes I want it all to see the whole image. So that's how that is. And then I have, again, with a label. And then I have that. And honestly, you can also just add a label if you want to. But like here, you got the blank space, so that would work. Okay, so these are the regular classic envelopes. And there's like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then these here are the coin envelopes. Now, I love coin envelopes, and so I had to make a couple of these also. I just love kind of mixing them up and using both. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And these are also fun, like once you make them, to just journal right on there too. I think that's pretty cool too. And then you can put little bits and pieces like this can go in there. So I love to have envelopes, especially because when I'm working on a journal and I cut everything out, I have somewhere to kind of tuck them in. I can tuck all the little pieces in here and have them all in one spot. Now these are my collage squares, and I love using these. I wasn't sure how I would use them at first. Okay, so when I originally made them, I made them so I can use this on them, and I would just kind of, and I would just kind of like punch this out, and so it would be like such a cute addition to like a tag or something. So you can do that, but then you can also just add them to your tags or collages. When I made this kit, I basically went in and I arranged it so that you get like the most visually pleasing composition or look to each picture. So that's kind of what I did here. I don't know if that makes sense, but I don't know. I think they're super cute. You can even add them as tabs on a page. That would be really fun. I've done that before. And so, I don't know, I think that there's so many options for these. And so I love these. I think they're so cute. Now these are my journaling cards. So what I like to do with these is I like to print them on cardstock. Basically, I like to use them to make my own cards, but you can also use them to just, you just cut them out, and then you have journaling space on the back, and you can just tuck them in a pocket. You can attach them to a page. These are these are like such a basic for me. I love it because I can journal on the back. You can even journal on the front of them. And it adds like an instant pop of color, interest to a page, and I love these so much. So there they are. And then, of course, I had to make some mini envelopes. I love using these. I think they're so cute. And again, I think these are perfect for the smaller pieces. So that's what I would do. I would basically add little pieces in here, or you can even add like a tiny little note. I think that would be cute. Or you can add like a dried flower, anything in there. So I had to make a couple of these mini ones also. And then I have the tickets. And this I printed on cardstock. And I love to print on cardstock. I think they're so fun. And again, with the tickets, I started working with them. And I have like the words at the top. They're basically like titles, sentiments. Sometimes I'll write poetry or prose on there, and these are really cool to either, you can overlap them on the tickets themselves if you want. You can just glue them down. I like to ink the sides of them, but you can also, let's see how I would use the tickets. So basically the tickets, I like to use them like a tab on the end of the journal. I don't have any in here, but they work really great as tabs. And I also like to use them as embellishments. They're really, really versatile, and I love using them. So I hope those are some ideas for you guys. Okay, now these, let's see, I think these are here. This is another kit. So this was the ephemera kit right here. Okay, and now I have, this kit is the Polaroids and aesthetic photos. So basically, I have the Polaroids, and again, I have different sentiments at the bottom there. And I have 1, 2, let's see how many I have because I forgot. 1, 2, 3. So I have 4 sheets of Polaroids, and that's gonna be 16 Polaroids, and I love these. I think they're so fun to use. So basically what I could have done is typed them on there, but sometimes I don't want those words on there because if I use them again and again, sometimes I like to change things up. So I typed them at the bottom here, so you can just cut them out. If you want, you can layer them on there. If you don't want, you can use them somewhere else. You can write on here if you wanted to. You can just kind of journal, like in handwriting. I think that would be really pretty. So I like to have kind of a lot of options, so that's why I didn't just type them up there, even though I like that look too. I decided to type them below so that you can layer things if you wanted to. And so here I have basically all these photos. I think I have probably a few more in here also, but they're just aesthetic photos, and they're the smaller size. They're almost this size. See that? They're just a little bit smaller than the 4x6. Barely smaller. But the deal is, these you can just print on your computer. You just hit print, they all print out. And so these come with this pack, so you can have all these different options. And these are so fun to use, like even in like a traveler's journal or in a planner, or you know what else. I think that these are really fun to kind of decorate a room, and or if you're having like a Hawaiian themed party or something like that. That's kind of a fun idea to like have these printed out and then just kind of clip them with little clothespins. That's kind of fun, or even as room decor. I think those are really fun. Those are kind of the inspiration I had for these. And then I have like the 4x6, which I already showed you guys. And I just love the sentiments and just that vintage look to them. So these here, so I have 15. Okay, so for these here, I have 15 photos. So 15 4x6s. So when you print them out, you will get 30 pictures. So this is the 15th one. That's why I didn't have anything there. So anyways, these are the 4x6s. So if you don't have a printer, or you just want that feel of a photograph, you can just print these at your local drugstore, or again, like at Costco or Shutterfly. So these are pretty fun. I need to order these too. I just didn't get around to it. I want to actually print them as a photo because they're so fun to use. Okay, so now I'm going to move on, and I'm going to share this kit, and I love this kit so much. I think this is like such a basic kit. Let's see, this kit is, okay, so this is my Vacation Basics kit, and it has 14 pieces. And honestly, when I was working on these right here, these layouts, I thought, gosh, when you make a journal, you're gonna want to have some plain papers like this in there that you can journal, or just like have some white space. So that was the idea behind this. And you can see these are like all pastel colors. They work so well with these colors. I love it. I love it so much. But you got to keep in mind that you can, these basics, even though they're vacation basics, they don't work with just this. They also work with, let me show you guys. They would work really well with this too. I think I'm going to mix some with my, my Seaside Holiday kit. Like, isn't that pretty? Anyways, let me show you, let me just go through it and show you guys this kit first. So this is the, let's see, I hope you guys can see that. It's got the grid on there. And so here are these colors, and I love these colors so much. I think they're so pretty. I'm hoping that the camera, I mean, I can see them fine on my phone right now, the colors. But I'm hoping that when I have it on my computer that you can see the difference in them. This is like a blue. This is like a green, a little bit darker than this one. This is like a turquoise. This is almost like a white gray with like the blue line. And this is like a sand color. So I love these colors so much. Look how pretty they are. And this is like the perfect... they kind of complement this kit so perfectly. Anyways, I'm going to actually do a an introduction to this kit because I haven't done that yet. So I'm going to show this kit off also, but for now I'm still working on this. Okay, so I love these so much. I think they're so pretty. And then I have this, which is like textured, aged kind of paper. And again, this is like, they're very pale shades, but I think they are so pretty. So this is more like white and tan. This has like a little bit of green tones. This is more like a darker sand. This one is very light, but it has kind of like a yellow, creamy yellow tint to it. This one has a pinkish tint to it. Gosh, I don't know if you can see it on camera because it's very subtle, but it's there. Okay, and then this one has kind of a gray look or tone, and then this one has more of a blue tone to it. But look how pretty they are. I think they are just beautiful, and I can't wait to work with them. I hope you guys like them also. Let's see. Oh, you know what? I should show you guys a little bit of my marbled kit because I think this marbled kit will work really, really well with these also. This was released a few weeks ago, but look at the colors. The colors work really, really well. And it's kind of like has that beach theme. So what I'm trying to say is if you purchase these from my shop, they are perfect for mixing and matching. Like you can go with like this kit, you know, pick your favorites out of this one or make a super thick journal and use this kit, and then you can pick some of these marbled pages too. And I think that it just adds more interest to your journal when you do that. Like, look how cool that is. That looks like, you know, water to me. Like, that's so pretty. Okay, so that's kind of it for this kit. Or actually, it's not. It's not. That is not it. Okay, so let's see what else I have. I just realized I have some more. Okay, so these are my ice cream digitals. These are so fun. I am a little bit obsessed with them. I actually don't eat that much ice cream. It might sound like I do. My son saw me making these digitals, and he's like, gosh, are you craving ice cream, Mom? But I have a lot of childhood memories that are kind of like from my summers, and they all seem to involve ice cream. I think that when you're a kid, ice cream is like everything. So when I thought of summer and my childhood memories, I immediately thought of ice cream. And of course, my first date was at an ice cream shop, and I just remember that, and I was like, gosh, I can totally use these. So basically, this kit right here is all about the Polaroids. So I have one. Let me show them to you guys. I keep forgetting. Okay, so I have this kit. Okay, so I have this one. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I got 5 sheets of Polaroids. So that's 20 different Polaroids, and then of course I have different different sentiments on here because these could be used to make cards too. So I thought, how cute would it be to have like the happy birthday, and you can put it on there, and then you can make a card and have like a gift card to an ice cream shop for a birthday gift. That would be so cute. So of course I had to, you know, do that as an option. And then there's just different sentiments on here, so you can use them either in your journals or just to layer them on top of the Polaroid. And so of course I had to include date night because that was our first date. Our first date was at Baskin Robbins. So it's always sweet memories, you know. And then of course I had to add that because I love coffee. And how cute is that ice cream truck? I mean, that's so cute. My family and we were all floating on the lake on little floaties, and we heard the ice cream truck like in the neighborhood, and I was like, wow, I didn't know they still had them. So yeah, it kind of brought back a bunch of memories of my childhood and the ice cream truck and like going to the beach and having ice cream. So then I thought I got to make a ice cream digital because it's just so nostalgic, you know. So I thought, you know, it was a perfect addition to my vacation digital. So there's this with the Polaroids. Okay, and then I had to also have the 4x6s. Just for anybody that doesn't have a printer, I know I get a lot of comments that they don't have a printer. Well, when I didn't have a printer, this is what I used. I used 4x6 photos, and I would cut them down. And honestly, they're super inexpensive. I want to say, I'm not positive, but I want to say they're like under 15 cents a photo. So that's a pretty good deal for a photo, to print out a photo. So that's a really inexpensive way to add like a pop of color or just a bit of interest to your layouts. When I would go to have these printed, like at a print shop, they're like $1 a piece. Sometimes they're like 70 cents, but sometimes they're like $1.50 for printing one color on cardstock, I guess. So being able to print like 2 photos for 30 cents, I think that's a really great deal. And so I wanted to make that option available for you guys. And I have not just these as 4x6s, I also have the vacation themed ones, and I also have fall themed printables, like 4x6 photos. So if you want to check my shop, I have different kits with just like 4x6 photos. So I think that's a great option, again, if you don't have a printer and you're looking for an inexpensive way to add like a little bit of color to your pages. So that is my vacation themed digital. And so if you guys want to check out my Etsy shop, again, these are going to be on sale. And honestly, I spent a lot of time. I took a couple months to make these. It took me a couple months to make these this summer. I was hoping to get them done sooner, but they just take so much time. And I really wanted to make a quality product for you guys. I hate kind of cutting corners and just like throwing things together because I want to use them too, and I want to be putting, you know, a quality item out there and something that people will want to use and be inspired. And honestly, it makes me so happy when people are inspired by my kits because I want to tell you guys, when I was younger, I went through depression, and one of the things that really helped me was to kind of refocus my mind from basically depression by refocusing on something that I enjoy doing. And so kind of like that's kind of what helped me is besides obviously the Bible, But one way for me to refocus was just, creating. So I kind of poured my heart or my time into creating. And this was before I had kids. So that's how I spent my time. So basically what I did was I kind of spent all my time creating and just being creative and making something. And so by doing something that I really enjoy doing, I was kind of refocusing from maybe negative thoughts or different things in my life to creating. So that kind of helped me, and I'm hoping that I can inspire other people to also create because I love creating, I guess. I'm just really passionate about making things, and it brings me a lot of joy. So when you're kind of in a dark place or you're going through something, doing something is better than just kind of moping around. If my work can inspire other people to create and use their time in making something pretty and beautiful and kind of like maybe kind of like pulling through like a dark time in their life. So I hope that I can inspire you guys to go and make things and refocus. I hope you guys enjoyed my video, and if you liked it, please hit the like button, and if you'd like to see more, please subscribe and hit the bell button. That really helps me out. So thank you, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day.